Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan, he's a Corgi, and this is an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. And today, as we approach our 250th episode, and I'm becoming to have more and more followers, and people keep asking me, why do you do this? What's this about? Is this an ad? Well, I thought in lieu of our 250th episode, I would talk to you a little bit about why I do this. First of all, I was inspired by my sister, Dr. Judy Morgan, who has done probably 400 Facebook Lives now about pet health and wellness issues, as well as proper feeding for dogs and cats to improve health and longevity. And of course, she got lots of followers, and yes, it does help people become aware of your books, but it's not about that. Doing these Facebook Lives is to help inform people about proper pet care, how to make connections with the horses or dogs or cats or rabbits in people's lives, and how to be a better pet parent. Isn't that what we all want? To do the best we can by the animals in our lives? And so yes, people have bought some books. My book, Dances of the Heart, Connecting with Animals, and the accompanying animal connection cards that have 52 cards, and you can pull one every day and do some activity to help you connect more deeply with whatever kind of animal you have in your life. Yes, those things are nice when people buy them and become aware of them, but part of the point of selling those things is because those things also help people connect with their animals and do right by them. Animals have so much more intelligence and emotion and just wonderfulness about them than what people really give them credit for. And it has become my life mission, as it has been for 30 years, to help people improve their relationships with their animals. I care deeply about how animals are treated, and so often people just don't know. I mean, look back 40 years, people left their dogs outside overnight. People still leave them with only a doghouse and a chain, and they never get off of that. They never get to run. Think about the long-term effects on the joints in the body, not even to mention the emotions and intelligence of animals when they're left outside on a chain. And, you know, people haven't been playing with their cats as much as they should. Animals have rich emotions and intelligence, and it's really up to us as their caretakers, their guardians, to protect them and take good care of them and give them what they need, because we have taken them from their natural way of being. Dogs are not wolves, coyotes, and foxes anymore. They're our little house pets, and we have to give them, we owe it to them to give them the optimal care that they require. And I think so often when they aren't getting that, people just don't know. They just don't know why. They don't understand. There's been a huge shift in the dog and the horse industry in the 40 years that I've been involved in these two fields. And you know, now we're starting to really look carefully at the grains that we feed our horses. And certainly for several years now, we've been looking at what the heck we feed our dogs and what's the impact of that on their longevity, and the vaccines we give them. Do they really need all these vaccines? And do we have to do it as often as we're told? And what is the impact of the financial aspects of the animal industries on our care and ownership and wellness for the pets that we have in our lives? And that is why I do these. I think people need information. They need to know that there are better ways to work with their pets, to understand their pets, and also to sometimes some of the episodes are just with a lighthearted sense of humor about our relationships with our dogs. And it's so important to me and to Tristan, I think, that we help people learn about animals and their role in our lives and our role in their lives. It's something I'm deeply passionate about, the health and well-being of animals, from a perspective maybe a little outside of the veterinary profession, but there are so many needs that animals have that vets can't address. And it is very important to me that people understand not only their animals' emotions and intelligence, but their physical bodies as well. And we may even do a series here coming up on the different muscles in the bodies of dogs and horses and how they work and why it's important to know about them. Because so often when our animals are off, we just don't even have a clue what's wrong with them and what to do. And truthfully, a lot of vets don't know either. They're just, giving pain medication or steroids and hoping for the best, because animals can't use English. But animals speak to us in thousands of other ways if we pay attention to them, with their ears, their posture, their gaze, their mouth, their facial expressions, their tail, their carriage, their gait. They have so many things to tell us, and I think most people are willing to hear what animals have to say. They just don't know how to do it, and that is why I do these episodes, is to help people understand their animals and to understand their relationship with their animal in a way that maybe they haven't thought about it previously. It matters deeply to me about how animals are treated, and I don't, certainly there are some terrible things we see on Facebook or hear about how animals are being treated in the world, and it's devastating. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to help as many animals as we can that we have access to. If all of us helped just 2 animals a week, it would make a huge difference. And having just come from this dog show this weekend, I was shocked that I sold 2 or 3 harnesses at that show. I've never sold hardly anything, just a couple copies of my book and one of my sister's book over being there like 12 years. And suddenly I sold 1 harness before the show even started, and that woman's pleasure with that harness translated around the area, and I had a line of people at my booth looking for information about harnesses and buying harnesses that fit their dogs better and didn't interfere with their movement and didn't create long-term health problems down the line. And so this is why I do this. I really want people to understand their animals in a new way and to be more fair to them. We just don't know. There's a lack of education in the world. And at some point later this year, I will do some kind of online course related to the now 250 conversations with a Corgi that I have done. There are so many things that people would love to learn about, and it's just really important to me that we make this information available to people. A lot of people are willing to listen to something for free, but are they going to pay for it if it's not something that they already agree with? And a lot of people were interested in hearing about the harnesses I had and why I like those harnesses over the weekend. But part of, I think, my success with them is that I am willing to just give a harness to somebody and let them use it. And in about 5 minutes, they come back and say, "This is wonderful. My dog is walking quietly on the leash. He's not pulling. Nobody's yelled at me for running them over. It's a miracle. I'll take 2. And I even had a person who wants to buy quite a few to use at a shelter where she volunteers. So this is why I do this. I want to reach as many people as I can to help them understand animals in a new and better way than maybe they have before. And certainly my work with Linda Tellington and Dr. Bernie Siegel is very important to my efforts on the behalf of animals. The work I've done with Linda for over 35 years is really critical to shifting how I view animals and evolving with our greater understanding over time. I have a book now that someone gave me that was published in 2004 about emotional lives of animals. And when I'm reading it now, it's 14 years old. It is so old-fashioned. There has been so much wonderful new information available. And so I do these videos to help you find that information, to sift through it and bring things to you that you already know, but we all want to have professionals and writers agree with what we've known and loved about our animals for all these years. Anyone who's had a pet that they're close to or a horse really understands the importance of the animals in their lives, and they just want to do right by them to the best of their ability. And I really want to support those people. There are plenty of us. We are widespread. I know when we have a T-Touch class, we have people come from 10 to 15 different states. We are all on the same page, or want to be when we arrive at those classes. And I know those people and people like them are scattered across the globe. And part of why I do this is to try to unify those groups of people that care deeply about animals and our connections with them and their health and well-being and longevity. So, Tristan, That is why we do Conversations with a Corgi as many days a week as we can. It's very important to me to help people understand animals better. That includes their physical health, their emotional health, their intellectual health, and their relationships with them. So thanks for joining us. We have several loyal viewers. I am so grateful to you guys for tuning in and asking questions and supporting our efforts here at Conversations with a Corgi. Really, we just need dog snacks. That it all happens. And I'm so grateful that my phone and all the equipment I have works so well for me to be able to do this. So thank you. It is my pleasure to bring you guys all information that is helpful to you and for you to share with others. Someone I haven't talked to in, I don't know, 8 years just found Conversations with a Corgi on YouTube and was watching like the 3rd episode, which just seems so long ago, but it really was only a year ago, and sent me a cute picture in Messenger of their Corgi and saying hi to Tristan, who they haven't seen since he was a puppy. So it's a very rewarding process for me as well, just in terms of reaching out to people and the feedback I've been getting. So thank you all for supporting Conversations with a Corgi. Please share. Please like this page. Please ask your friends to like this page. Please pass this information around. Some of it is more technical than others, but there's always something in these episodes to reach somebody somewhere. And in fact, the Prayers for Roadkill, which was about the 8th one I did, that went viral. That one's had like 1.5 million views. So let's keep it rolling and help people learn more about their pets and their horses and our relationships with them. Thanks for joining us today. Danny, so much snow coming to you and me tomorrow. Ugh. Snow from South Dakota right to Massachusetts. Just what the snowman ordered. So in terms of tomorrow, I don't know if I will be at my job as an educator tomorrow or Thursday. Sometimes they call us off when the snow looks bad, but they're still predicting that it won't get too bad till the late afternoon, in which case I'll be at work tomorrow and not Thursday. So stay tuned. There will be Conversations with a Corgi Wednesday or Thursday and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So thanks for joining us. Yeah, snow there in South Dakota. Oh, we're getting it. We're going to get a foot. Biscuits. Where are you going? Come back here, young man. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great day and spend some special time with your pet or your horse every day, because it really does matter for both of your health. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.